everybody, welcome back to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. I'm Jim Traber along with my beautiful wife. How are you, Mrs. Julie Traber?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm okay. Do we match tonight?
I'm wearing navy.
Oh, really? I can't tell. I'm wearing black. We got a lot to get into today, including I had to say something, apologize for a little bit because our podcast from last week was a good one. But there was some stupid glitch or something
with the video,
and we didn't put it up on Instagram at Jim Traber or at
up
Traber.
on YouTube though, right, Jay?
Yeah, it's on. You can watch.
You can go see how
you can see because we look like Mr. and Mrs. Jabba the Hutt. I mean, it was literally. If you want to know how it was, you look at this. Is what I look like in the video, like this. I look like. I mean, I looked like a big old pig, didn't I?
Well, we both look like we weighed about 250, but we seriously started discussing. I think for the first time ever, you said maybe we should go on a cleanse together.
I mean, you don't need anything, but obviously I have been, I've gained some weight and it makes me mad.
Well, I think you look great.
Of course you do.
I think you look fantastic.
I looked great when I was 290, when I was a large pig. So, but anyway, yeah, it's not up. It's the podcast is up, but
yeah. And it was a good one. You have to go listen to it.
Yeah, it is a good podcast, but the picture was so.
So Jim's wearing black today. It's a little more slimming.
Black. I love the black. That's what I should wear every day now.
So what else is going on?
Well, we got some bad news this week.
We did not get bad news. We got good news.
Boy, I'll tell you, I would love to be in your head and see what you're thinking. We got the MRIs done on my back and my hip. And I've been in a lot of pain. And many doctors have looked at it. Some doctors have looked at it.
And I put it through ChatGPT.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. ChatGPT. Anyway.
Well, ChatGPT said the same thing.
The doctors have told me that there is nothing wrong with me. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I believe that that's the worst diagnosis I could get. Because I'm in massive pain. And if there's nothing wrong, what is it?
So it's not that they didn't say anything was wrong. They said they're not seeing anything in the MRI that could be fixed with surgery.
But they're saying nothing's touching nerves. They don't see anything hitting nerves.
They gave some explanations of what it could be, and so that you've got some next steps. And so to me, that's positive.
What did they say? I don't even know what you're talking about.
That it's probably your SI joint, and to do the injection, and there's possible ablation for that. So all of that to me is way better than another back surgery, which in my estimation was one of the worst things ever.
I don't want to have a back surgery.
Right.
Okay. But I don't also want to be in pain and not have no idea why. I think that's worse. I would rather go and have them look at it and go, oh my gosh, dude, your back is in really bad shape.
Yeah. So you and I are just totally different on that.
Yeah, because I'm the one in pain.
I have also had this experience on a much different level than you, but went for 6 months where everybody kept saying there's nothing wrong with you. I don't see anything on any of your tests. And I was in massive pain. So I can appreciate your frustration, but all you're doing is just ruling out the things that aren't wrong so we can get to what's actually causing it, right? So you just have to be patient.
I guess. I mean, I'm not patient.
I know that is true. That's the understatement.
I'm going to get a shot next week.
Yep.
And getting the shots down there in that SI joint are not a lot of fun.
Well, they put you under, so.
They do. They put you a little bit under, and then you get it, and then you move on. It's like whatever they do for like a colonoscopy. That's what they do for this.
Yeah.
You're not really totally under, but you don't know what's going on. But I'm hoping that the shot is going to give me some relief.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of it.
I hope so.
Sick of it.
Gotcha.
So everybody knows that I do Sports Talk Radio, 98.1 WWLS in Oklahoma City. We're also in Tulsa. We're all around. You can listen on the internet to everything. And I've been doing this for 33 years, over 33 years now. And Julie said something to me the other day that was really, if I didn't know her, I would have been very upset. But you want to set the stage for this little fiasco thing that you did?
Well, I might have said something without thinking.
She listens to a podcast all the time from.
There's a podcast that comes on that I listen to every day, 4 days a week, and I look forward to it. I've gotten invested.
That's a little bit of an understatement. You know,
I'm
look
invested. I'm invested in the
I think
podcast.
you wake up in the morning like this,
I
like
can't
ready to
wait.
go.
I can't wait. Anyway, that particular day, I kept waiting for it to come on, and it wasn't coming on, and I didn't understand why it wasn't coming on. And I carelessly threw out that I was like, well, I discovered that she's not going to be on today, so I don't know what I'm going to listen to. And
How
you want to
about
say
your
what you
husband?
said?
I said, how about your husband?
Well, you could listen to the sports animal.
You could listen to me. You reminded me so much of that movie. What was a movie where the woman goes, you could. Oh no, that was in Law and Order. You could have talked to me. Yeah, you could listen to me. What about me?
Yeah,
Are you telling me my show is that bad that you can't listen to it when you have nothing else to listen to?
I listen to my podcast when I go walking. So
what was that?
When I go walking.
There you go. That's the way she walks.
That's how I walk.
Like
I could be in the Olympics doing that walk thing.
Oh, could you?
Yeah. Isn't that how they do it?
To me, it looked like you were like one of the Oompas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in Wizard of Oz. What are they called?
I like to listen to something that takes my mind off the fact that I'm walking, that I'm exercising, you know?
So in other words, what you're saying is if you were walking and listening to me, then all you would be thinking about was walking.
No.
You're digging it. You're digging deep.
I'm not passionate about sports. I don't think we've made any.
Are you passionate about me?
I'm passionate about you. Okay. But when you get into arguments and you're discussing the NBA, that's just not up my alley, right?
Here's the question that I'd like to ask you. How many times a show, if you were sitting in there with me, would you say to me, no, don't tell? I mean, you think you'd do that every day?
No, I wouldn't.
Not every day?
No. There's just certain callers that I know are trying to like get your goat.
That's what the people love.
I know they do. So, I mean, I would only probably when you get really fired up like that, but no.
You do realize that I'm not stupid enough to know. I do know that they're trying to get me.
I know that.
Okay.
My favorite parts of your show are at 2:00 when you come on. That's always been my favorite part of your show. And then I love 4:00 when Al comes on with you. Those are my two favorite.
Because in those segments is when we talk the least sports.
You don't really talk sports. In fact, nobody knows what you're going to talk about, including you and Al.
Including us, yeah.
You never know. And I love that.
I go on the air and I bring Al in, and the next thing you know, he brings something up, and then I go. We go. I mean, I got things to talk about, but you just never know what's going to be.
Where it's going to go. And I love the spontaneity of that. So that's always been my favorite part of your show.
Al and I have been together a long time.
But I love that you do that at 2:00 too. I think your listeners like that, where you come on and they don't know what you're going to hit them with. You usually talk about whatever personal.
Right. Maybe some idiot driver or whatever.
Yeah. Something that happened in your personal life and maybe something we've done or our vacations so I like the personal aspect of your show.
Well,
more so than when y'all get into the whole.
I understand. I just thought that it was really tough for my wife to say, what am I going to listen to?
You know what? It wasn't the most thoughtful thing I've ever said.
Are you going to apologize right on here?
I apologize, sweetie.
You're apologizing on the podcast?
I apologize. I was thinking about myself, and I rarely do that. I rarely act selfishly.
Really? I rarely do? I'm going to tell you, is this the first time on the podcast that you've ever apologized to me?
Oh, I'm sure I've apologized before. Haven't I, Jay? Once or twice?
No. Yeah, of course, Jay's like over there. He's like a bobblehead.
Twice.
Twice, yeah. Bobblehead. He's got like a bobblehead. When Julie said something, he just goes, yeah, absolutely.
I feed him. He said I feed him.
That's right. She gives you a great meal, and then you sit over there and do whatever she wants. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So what do we got going today? This weather's been amazing, man. Golly. Man.
It is beautiful. I got to tell you the cutest thing in the world. I took little Clyde to gymnastics this morning, which is always fun. But when we came out of gymnastics, I'm carrying him because he didn't have his shoes on. His mom never put his shoes on. He dropped a trophy on his toe and busted his toe. Like it's bad. It looked really painful. That's little tiny toes. So he didn't want to put shoes on this morning because he thought it was going to hurt his toe. So I just carried him into gymnastics with no shoes on. So I'm carrying him out of gymnastics, and we walk outside, and he goes, "It sure is a beautiful day, Gigi. It feels so pretty out here today." And I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to eat him up. He is the sweetest thing ever.
He is an amazing child.
But I was like, it is a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather has just.
Let me ask you a
great.
question. If he couldn't walk in there, how did he do gymnastics?
Well, you don't wear shoes anyway with gymnastics. He just didn't want to put shoes on.
Okay.
So I didn't make him put shoes
So
on.
his toes okay?
His toes fine. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to survive. It just, when little kids see blood, they think it's serious.
Now, tomorrow you got both of them, right?
I had both of them today.
I know you did, but
Yeah,
I'll be around tomorrow.
that's right.
That'll be, I'm telling you what now, it's tough. We never talk about your mother when she had all three of the girls. She had them every day, too.
I think that it's very different.
Girls and boys?
Girls and boys. I got to tell you, I just don't remember the girls having these knockdown, drag out wrestling matches.
Get ready. Because it's just starting.
No, I know, but my girls just did not do that. Like
No,
they would play.
They never physically fought.
They did not physically
Now,
fight.
when they got older now, they
high
got
school,
after it.
Yes, high
I mean,
school, there were
about clothes.
lots of
We
fights.
told the story. We built this big, beautiful house, and Chelsea was the oldest daughter, so she got her own room.
Well, they all had their own room.
Right, they only had they had their room, but I'm just saying she had like a separate room. The other two shared a bathroom. But she had a bathroom in this closet. I mean, literally, you could have lived there when you were 25 years old.
Right.
I mean, it was a beautiful place. And she said, "Mom, can I get a lock on?"
No, she did not ask. Her boyfriend came over
that's
and installed a lock.
They put a lock in there, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know that they had installed it, but she did that so her sisters couldn't take her clothes.
That is just incredible. That's just beautiful.
No, she did not ask permission for that. She just, which I found funny because I'm like, I buy the clothes for you. So she was like, yeah, but they have to ask me to borrow my clothes. I mean, that's got to be tough.
You would have done the same.
I would have totally done the same.
You'd have definitely done the same. Yeah. But it was a good move by her.
Yeah.
And they didn't get her clothes.
But yeah, so when they were little, I mean, the most they would do, the worst things I think they did when my mom watched them is one time they were going to try to cook something and they spilled an entire bag of flour.
That was beautiful.
All over the kitchen. And then they got the water sprayer because they were going to try to clean it up before Mimi knew. So you can only imagine flour and water. It was just paste by the time she came down.
She was mad
And then
too.
Chelsea cut her hair one time. They got scissors and they were doing haircuts. And Mom, who knows what Mother was doing? She missed all of that. And Chelsea had hair down to her waist.
I know she
beat
their tail after the daggone.
Was not afraid to do a little butt whooping.
No, your sister too.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Whipped our girls.
They didn't. Yeah.
I never need our girls. I never saw our girls fight physically ever.
No.
But now in high school, they would get after each other sometimes, but they never fought.
No, but the
boys, you're right. Boys get after it.
It is constant wrestling, and they want to wrestle me. Basically anybody. They love when Hudson's over here. They want to wrestle, so they're just so much more physical. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just
definitely, totally different. That's why I always say that girls are so much harder in high school time, but
easier when they're little.
But the boys are harder in the young time.
I love it.
Young boys they can get after it.
They're awesome.
And then they're all like they're getting rid of their diapers and they play with their pee-pee all the time because that's what men do. And then they just stand there and then they pick their nose. Boys are just a trip.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw our daughters ever pick their nose.
No.
Ours just sit there like this with a finger in their nose, like, what's going on? I mean, boys are a trip, man.
Yeah, they just make me laugh all the time. But I'm telling you what, I'm worn out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
With the two of them.
God gave you girls because that was good for you. I don't know if you'd had three boys, you would have lost your mind.
I just didn't know. And now that I'm experiencing little boys, I got to tell you, maybe it's better he didn't give me little boys because I would have never let them. I mean, I probably would have spoiled them so much because these boys are such mama's boys, I would have eaten that up. just how much they love their mama.
Yeah, you have spoiled these two beyond belief.
But they go home, so I'm
Right, but
allowed
they
to
got
do
their
that.
mama, and then number 2 is probably Gigi. Sorry, Chet, but I think Gigi is up there.
Yeah.
And you love it too. If they say that they want to go to your house instead of somewhere else, you love that, don't you?
Sure. Who doesn't love that?
Yeah. Well,
we all strive to be number one, right?
I wish that you were my Gigi, like I said,
That would
because
be awkward.
yeah, but I'm just saying, you're an amazing Gigi. You really are. You take great care
I
of.
love it. It's the best job I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than being a mama?
I love being a mom. The difference is the level of responsibility.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They leave.
Well, not only that they leave, I felt like I had to be much more of a disciplinarian. Like I was responsible to raise these responsible, happy, healthy human beings. And with my grandchildren, I don't feel that level of responsibility. I think I get this do-over where I'm just fully enjoying like the moment.
Right.
And I didn't do that when my girls were little.
Yeah.
I was busy with trying to work too and all of that. So I do think grandkids are a do-over where you realize how quickly time passes. And so you just appreciate the moments. And I should have done that more with my own girls, but I'm doing it now with their babies.
Well, you're amazing as a Gigi. There's no doubt. And here we're just a little over a month and a half away from going up to see Nora at her first birthday.
We're going for her first birthday party, and I'm very excited about that. Ready to see her. We FaceTime her almost every day, and
she loves a lot.
That's always a good time. She loves you.
She loves Big Daddy. She loves my voice. So when she hears Big Daddy talking, she goes. And then she stands up. She loves to stand up.
Started dancing.
She tried to take a walk. Oh yeah, tell her about the white girl dance she was doing.
New thing where she hears music and she starts getting a little groove going.
She's a white girl. There's no doubt about it. She's got that.
She's very white. Yeah, she does.
She
tries to move it.
Yeah, but she's so sweet. I just thought she tried to take a step.
She did. She's going to be walking before you know.
Oh yeah, she's going to be no doubt. And once she starts walking, she's going to tear the whole place to shreds because she is active.
Yeah. No,
Courtney looks tired whenever you see her.
Yeah. Well, when I was FaceTiming her the other day, she took off and I said, "Where'd she go?" And she goes, "Oh no, she's in MacArthur's office." And I said, "Is she not supposed to be in there? Because she looks like she's getting away with something." And Courtney goes, "Yeah, she knows she's not supposed to be in here." She said she got in there the other day and had gotten into all of his paints, because he paints and he had them she had that everywhere. And then she got into the printer and was destroying that. And so they try to keep that door closed. But if she sees it crack, she goes crawling like a wild child.
She is tough, boy.
It is funny.
Just wish that she lived closer, but we love her. Our fifth one.
So I have something fun for you tonight.
What do you got?
The other day we talked about smells and how the nose knows. You know what I mean?
We doing taste today?
No, but I watched this really interesting video from this neuroscientist about 5 neuroscience reasons that you're in a great relationship. And I thought that this was fascinating. So it's not about what your mind thinks or your heart feels. It's all about your body and how your body responds to your partner. So I thought I'd go through these and you'll see how many of these you check off to see how great a relationship we're in.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
So the first one is smell. So we're not talking about like my perfume or your cologne. You don't wear cologne, but it's not the fabric softener that you use, but it's just like your brain all day is sampling from smells like immune system compatibility. So if you take a big whiff of your partner, it says, and you go, yeah, then that's basically biology giving you the thumbs up.
You have to say, yeah.
Just you like that smell. Like there's something about it.
I mean, you have a smell. There's no doubt about it.
You have a smell. And I like it.
but
You're
I'm
always like,
funky.
stop sniffing me. You have to tell me.
You're like a little rabbit. Your little nose going sniffing everything. You know that?
I do. I like your smell.
I like your smell.
So I thought, well, that's okay. Check mark.
Oh, yeah, we're checking that off. Yeah, no, you smell good. And, the thing is, if I didn't smell good, you'd tell me because you don't want your partner to be funky. I always wonder about those people that we see or are around and you walk by and they stink. You wonder about their partner. They may not have a partner, but if they do, what does that person just let it go because they love them so
So
much?
here's the thing though. My bigger question is, does their partner like their smell? So maybe it doesn't bother them,
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking about funk, though.
I
Who likes funk?
I have an interesting story.
You know somebody who likes funk?
No, but I just have an interesting story.
Okay.
I used to work with a girl who had this weird smell about her.
Was it her breath?
I think it was partially breath,
Horrific breath.
but it was just this really interesting, weird smell. And I remember thinking, because it was bad all the time, just
It never went away.
never went away. And I thought, I wonder if that bothers her spouse, right?
Yeah.
And then I met her spouse
Right.
and he has the same smell.
Wow.
So it was like they found,
God.
they found their soul
God said,
partner.
this funky person, get with this funky person. That funky person, get with
But
that.
you know what I mean? So yeah, it probably didn't bother them. And maybe just because I feel like you and I both have a very strong sense of smell, right?
Yes.
So maybe
Smells are very important.
maybe smells bother us more than they do the average person.
Well,
But that's the whole point, that when you find your person, you biologically, your body will be drawn to that smell. And they say that it's because your immune system is constantly sampling out compatibility, which is super interesting. So maybe when we don't like the smell of somebody else, maybe they don't really smell bad. Maybe it's just our system.
No. They smell bad.
Maybe it's our system saying,
They smell bad.
okay, we'll get off of that one.
No, but
I want to offend.
I wonder,
Yeah.
like to, I mean, someday we should talk about this, but I wonder how many people tell their spouse your breath isn't very good right now.
Well, we've done a whole podcast on that. That's not really what I'm talking
No, I
about.
know, but I'm saying if you got to smell
I know
your
that
body.
there is going to be times like after I
I'm talking
exercise
about
or
every
whatever,
day, I understand.
but I'm saying you have a specific smell about you.
Like a manly smell.
And you say, I have a specific
And you have a little baby petite smell. Unless you took a walk, then you have an outdoor smell.
But you say you still like my outdoor
No,
smell.
you smell like the great outdoors. You do. You got a little bit of sweat in there, but it's not terrible. Now, during the summertime, when it gets hot and you take your walks, then it's there's some serious sweat going on. But
And you think I smell bad then?
No, I don't.
Because I don't remember ever thinking you smell bad.
Your body.
I like your smell.
The smell of your body to me is never bad.
Gotcha.
Ever.
Okay. Well,
Ever.
so that's a good thing. We've got to check mark there.
Okay, good.
Okay. Here's number 2.
Okay.
Touch. And
Oh,
this is
man.
not relations, but
I like to touch you.
the touch of your partner should regulate you. So like a hug, hand on the back, your nervous system should downshift. That's oxytocin doing its work, doing its thing. And they said good partners don't just excite you sexually, but they calm you and make your nervous system feel safe.
I do that for you.
You absolutely do that.
I think in a way you do that for me. I mean, I don't really calm down very easily. Like if I'm fired up.
I think you do. When you come home from work,
Well,
I feel like you walk through the door, I feel like you start coming down off of
get
whatever.
rid of it.
Yeah.
If there's a problem in my work, I come home and I fire it at you because you're my best friend.
Yeah.
And you're
I'm
the
your
only one.
sounding
You're
board.
the only one that I'll tell stories to like that.
Well, and we also we
got Jay Pitts.
throw Jay in the middle of it every
I
Wednesday.
I hate to tell Jay Pitts. I hate to see what Jay Pitts tells other people about our story.
Jay is our unpaid therapist.
That's exactly right. But no, yeah, I don't. I mean, listen, touch. I'm not as big a hugger as you are.
Yeah.
I love to hug. Don't get me wrong, but You would hug all day. We could be attached. You would walk around
Here's
with
the
like
thing,
fucking,
I'm not a hugger. I'm not a hugger
with
with
other people.
other people.
Right. That's because you want to smell me.
I do want to smell you. It's the smelling and the touching. But it's weird because I did not grow up in a house of huggers.
I know that's a trip, man. My family
And
hugged.
your family were big huggers
My
and,
mama, I used to
and
hug her all the time.
kiss on the mouth people. That's
Yeah.
your family.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
My mama used to hug me a lot.
Yeah, your mom was a great hugger.
She was an unbelievable hugger.
And for me, that was awkward initially because
And
I
I'm a
was
good
like,
hugger.
I would be like,
I know. Yeah, you're exactly right. You couldn't take it. But then after a while, you started hugging her, and you found out, man, she's all squishy and nice to hug.
I literally had to like make a conscious effort to become more of a hugger with the kids, with my girls, even just because I did not grow up in a house that showed a lot of physical affection.
Well, I will tell you this: we hugged in our household right here. I'm talking about you and me.
Oh, yeah.
I
think you brought that into my world
think I
even
did.
more so.
I think so.
Yes.
And I, of course, for people that don't know, I adopted these 3 little girls.
Mhm.
So there was a period of time where, we were just kind of like getting to know each other. But after we got to know each other and they decided that they wanted to call me dad and all that, we were hugging all the time.
Yeah.
I hugged those girls. I still, like, 2 of our daughters, they don't want you to touch any part of them, really. I mean, it's kind of like you. And
No, just not their face.
well, yeah, but then it expands. I think it's past their face, but I have to kiss every one of them like on their head, like right here. This is where I kiss my daughters, right here on the head, right there. And it can't be here, like close on the. It's got to be on the head. And but I give my daughters hugs all the time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, if you're a family and you're not hugging, you need
to make an effort to hug.
need to,
It's important. It's that
and it's interesting.
oxytocin.
I wonder if there's other people out there that had parents that weren't big huggers and they didn't hug. Because if that's true, don't take that forward. Nothing against your parents, nothing against your parents.
Right.
I love your parents, but families should hug, man. Hugs are awesome. They're a great feeling. And little ones, you know about little ones? Let me tell you, and I don't have any idea if the daughters would agree. But of course, they had no father. Their father left. He was an idiot. And so they didn't really have any men at all except your dad, really. And
he's not a hugger.
No, he's not a hugger. But I'm going to tell you now, I would hope that they would say, I felt safe in the house with Jim Daddy, then Dad. And also, I think that they knew how much I loved them and cared about them because of the hugs.
Oh, I think so.
Hugs show amazing. You hug your boys a lot, Jay? I know you do. I've seen it.
I think it's
important.
It's hugely important.
Did your dad, mom hug? Mom did. Your dad didn't. Yeah, sometimes men back then were like, my dad didn't hug until he was older.
Yeah.
My dad, when we were young and he was young, relatively young, he didn't do a lot of hugging. But as he got older, he started hugging. Then he loved hugging grandbaby. He became like this big old happy guy. But hugging is a great thing.
I think it's a regulator. It does make kids feel safe. And I think because I didn't have that growing up, I didn't know what to do with it when you came along and your family came along. I was like, what is this? This is weird.
Yeah.
But I think I wanted to adopt that into our family because I thought it was so important. And now everything I read, it just talks about how regulating that is for children, but for spouses too, right? Now I think it's a bad sign if you're dating somebody or you're with your partner and you don't want them to touch you. Well, you don't feel regulated. I think it's a definite sign.
I don't think there's any doubt it's a problem. I will say sometimes you want to hug too much. I'm just going to let you know. And tell them what your love language is.
Well, it's physical touch. So yeah.
You went your whole young life and your love language was physical touch and you never got touched.
And nobody touched me. That might be why I overdo it now.
Wow.
Maybe.
That was, wow. That is crazy.
You feel sorry for me? Yeah.
I don't really feel sorry for you. No, that's, and mine's are what? What's mine? Mine is words of affirmation.
You got that. I feel like you got that in abundance.
I did get that from my parents. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we do hug. We love hugging.
Okay.
In the Traber family.
Here's one. Here's the next one. The next sense, sight. Okay.
You look good.
So you see them and you soften. So our vision all day This is what they're saying. Your vision all day is scanning for threats, for micro threats, decoding like what's going on. Am I safe here kind of thing. You're always watching. And so you know you're in a great relationship when you see your partner and basically you stop decoding and you just feel, again, you feel safe and your mind can rest. Like you don't feel like you have to be constantly searching for, am I safe? Because you know somebody's got your back, right? And it just says that that's trust showing up with your eyes. And I loved that. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I think,
Do you think there's some truth to that?
yeah, I do. I do think that when I see you, there's a commercial on right now that comes on the internet, sometimes on Instagram, where a husband is either waiting for the wife or the wife is waiting for the husband, and they're just sitting there and they're looking around, and the minute they see him, they get all
They light
and
up.
they get
Yeah.
lit up and stuff. And I think that's really cool because you and I are a little bit sappy. I think people, if they heard us and looked at our text messages, we're a little bit sappy. And what's really crazy is because like this weekend, we spent all day, every day we spent together.
Every second of the day.
Every
Yeah.
second of the day. And when Monday rolled around, well, we had to miss lunch or something on Monday. And then today we didn't see each other all day. And I'm sitting around going, man, I'm like lonely. I mean,
Yeah.
I miss my best friend.
Yeah.
And it stinks.
Yeah.
So I think so far, I think we're 3 for 3. Personally, you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think
Okay.
we're 3 for 3.
This one might,
We're not gonna make this one?
I don't know for you.
Let's
We'll
see.
see.
Let's see.
So number 4 is sound. So your partner's voice lands right in your body. Tone matters more than the words that you say. They were just saying that you can hear in someone's voice if they're irritable, if they're distant,
Sure.
but you can also hear when somebody is warm and open and present when they're paying attention.
I'm just going to tell you that this will be the cockiest thing I've ever said on our podcast in the years we've been doing it. I'm the best there is at this because of my radio show, because I listen to voices with no face. Jay's been in radio a long time. I bet you'll agree with me on this. When you do radio and you talk to people and you have no idea what they look like or what kind of eyes, or there's no eye contact,
No expression.
there's no expression.
Mhm.
You can feel like I know when somebody's coming after me very early in and a lot of times they'll try to fake it. They'll like try to say, "Hey, I saw the other day that you did this," and I'll think to myself, "Okay." I said, "Yeah, I was there. It was pretty cool." I said, "Well, congratulations." Thank you. And then something's coming. So I think I'm pretty good at this. I do. Do you agree with that?
I think, yes, you're good at that, but I think you're missing what this is.
Okay, I figured that.
No, we're just talking about the 5 neuroscience reasons you're in a great relationship. And it's talking about the sound of my voice
And I'm
and
telling
the way
you,
that I talk to
and
you.
I'm telling you, all of that, all that time I do, I know exactly what kind of mood you're in. When you tell me I'm fine,
But yeah, I'm not talking about moods. I'm just saying what it does to your body if I'm talking to you.
I love your voice.
That's does talking to me soothe you or make you more tense and more?
But I agree, but it's not. You can't say it's always the same way.
That's true. Yeah, I
mean,
agree
you
with
can't
that.
say that. I mean, you've got some different voices.
I do think that because you're so good at that, you recognize immediately if I'm not 1000% pleased with you.
I agree. That's what I'm trying. That's what I was trying to say to you. I realize what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Now let me ask you
definitely.
something. Does my voice do good things for you?
Yeah, my body, I've told you this before, my body responds to you, to the sound of your voice. So in other words, when you're happy and jovial and, um, when you're quiet, it's very calming to my body. When you're upset about something, when you're stressed about something, my body goes into alert. Like I totally respond and my neck will start locking up. It's the weirdest thing. Like I literally start getting physical reactions
Well, I'm going to tell you this, people.
when you're upset.
Let me tell you, this woman is so amazing that, and I wonder if any of you couples are out there. I'll bet you there are some women, mostly women, that if somebody does me wrong with something, she's more mad than I am.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably true.
and let me tell you something too. She's not a grudge holder unless it's someone coming after me. Really, I'm a grudge holder. I will hold a grudge.
Yeah.
And I've gotten better at it. I've prayed about it a lot. But you are not a grudge
I'm
holder.
not a grudge-
But you, if someone wrongs me, you are fired up.
I'm not a grudge holder. I wouldn't say, even for you and me. I do hold grudges for people that were mean to our girls.
Good one.
And I can't even imagine with the grandchildren, like what I would do.
Well,
So
I can't imagine if somebody were to do something to one of our.
but for
grandbabies
you
or
and
something.
me, I wouldn't say I'm a grudge holder, but I do get more offended for you than I even do for me.
I agree.
And I think vice versa. You probably are the same
And
way.
there is no doubt about that, especially
Yeah.
you and the girls
But-
and the grandbaby. I mean, I'll just tell you that there have been times in our lifetime where I wish I was like 14 or 15 or 16 years old and I would have gone and beat some people up.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I can even all the way back to little kids when, like, for instance, the one kid made fun of Caitlin in like first grade.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally wanted to beat the kid up. I mean, I can't take that.
Yeah.
If you're one of my children or my wife or something, I was raised, you protect them no matter what. That's what we are. I'm so old fashioned in that respect.
Yeah, I do think both of us are like that with each other. So
You believe you're 6'2", 250. I mean, you do a lot of times. You think but I mean, for the children, you're crazy. And I can't imagine the grandbaby. Can you imagine if some kid was mean to Clyde, like you're over at the playground and he pushed him over or something? What would you do? You'd try to beat the kid up, maybe.
yeah, I don't know. I hope we don't have to go there.
I hope too, but I'm telling you, if someone would be mean to Clyde in front of Julie, it would be it's
I honestly don't know that you could be mean to Clyde.
you never know.
He's just, I mean, even if somebody did something to him, I think he'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't retaliate. Like there wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
He would just walk away, maybe have his feelings hurt.
I hope
but-
there's a time sometime where he hauls off and drills a guy, but
Well, I've seen him do it to his brother, so I know it's in him.
yeah.
Like he will only take so much and then he hauls off and drills him. So, but yeah, I think it's
So
fair.
are we a plus check on that one? I think, yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I mean, I think because we're so in tune with each other's sounds, it can be a bad thing if you're in a bad place. Because my body reacts to that,
Right.
it stresses me out too. And that's not great for us both to be stressed out. So I need to probably work on that. But yeah, I think that's probably a positive thing.
Yeah, I don't think you can change that.
I don't
think
know.
that's just what you are.
It's just how I feel for you, which leads us to feeling. So that's the fifth one. Okay. So it said, you feel better in your body when your partner is around. So you just feel better in your body. I think that's what you were trying to say today. We'd been together all weekend, and then we had most of this week, we've kind of been apart.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my whole life, I've heard that crap about your spouse should be your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought, that's just a bunch of crap, until our relationship, because that's what we are. And I really don't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have a whole bunch of friends. I got a couple, and we don't.
We have a lot of people that we really like and hang out with, but what we describe as friends, which we're going, you go out with,
right? We don't do that. I'd rather be with you.
Yeah, we don't do that. We're not that.
No,
we're not real big going out.
I saw something the other day about, a guy was like, I don't know how in the world my friends can go on vacations without their wives. But they do. A lot of men and women do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it either. Now, if I was married to my ex-wife, my mom might want to get the heck away. But really, I mean, I don't even think about going somewhere without you, right? Like there's a poker tournament coming up that you don't want to go to, or you don't want to go to that area because they're not allowed for you to do. I may still go, but that means I'll have to drive 3 hours and then drive 3 hours back. But I'll do that if I know that I'm going to come home and sleep in the bed with you. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. It does to me.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's a pretty cool feeling.
Well, this just said that you're not, when you're with the right person, you're not having to perform. Like you're not performing, you're not on, you're not holding tension. And so basically, that's your nervous system saying this works.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, this can also be a red flag. So, like for those of you who may be listening who are dating somebody and you're not feeling these things with your partner, that's your body. You know, you got to listen to your body saying, I don't feel calm and comfortable, and I feel tense and uncomfortable, and
Yeah,
feel like I have to perform.
That's a
You know what I
terrible
mean?
sign.
Yeah. So
Terrible sign.
I think that, so what this whole thing is saying is that your brain is constantly tracking micro signals all day that we aren't even consciously aware of. And so we're processing that all day long. We're not aware of it, but our body is aware of it. And it's essentially telling you you've got to listen to your gut a lot of times. Because, like, you don't understand why maybe you're feeling like a certain way about a person, but just that you listen to your gut, that it really is your brain processing a lot of things that aren't necessarily something you could just put your finger on.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like I do that more than you. Like when we walk away from a situation and I'll call it. And later you'll be like, wow, how did you even see that? But I just think
You have an amazing intuition.
women do that anyway.
I mean,
I
listen,
think it's different.
women's intuition is a
Yeah.
real thing. But I would also think that just like everything, there's levels of it. And I will tell you that you are ridiculous at the level. Like I told you the other day, we watch all these shows. We're watching all these, again, we're watching these BBC shows with all the English talking people. And you will predict what's going to happen in these shows. And I finally just said to you, will you just write some of these so I can stop working and we can have money and I can just be done?
Yeah.
Because she's amazing. You know what's going to happen. You say, oh yeah, he's going to be the one. And, oh, I think she's bad. And I mean, you're hardly ever wrong. I was right once in this show and I was really happy.
You were excited.
I predicted it. But you do it all the time. Women's intuition is a real thing.
Well, they were saying, and I think this is so true, that a lot of times people try to override their signals with logic. So, like, you feel a certain way about somebody or a situation, and then you try in your head to go, oh, they seem like a really good person and their family looks like this. And they're part of this church or that group, or, you know what I mean? And you try to override your gut feeling about a situation with logic. And I think God gives us these abilities and this innate sense about things for a reason, to protect us. And I think probably in today's society, we lose some of that gut instinct not to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's true?
Sure. You think you might be wrong. Your gut, but what you say earlier in the show, your gut is always the way you should probably go, right?
Well, I just think your brain is processing like little micro red flags. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you're like, one of the biggest decisions you can make in your life is the person you're going to spend your life with.
Right. Sure.
You know, your spouse. And I don't think that it can just be about how they look on paper. Right. And I think that sometimes people think in a relationship, you try to talk yourself into it. Like they've got a nice house and they've got a nice car and they've got, a good job and, all these things. But your body is telling you this person isn't right for me.
Yeah. People settle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I'm too big to get on the paper. So you can't do me on the paper. You said you're on the paper. I'm not on the paper.
You did not look great on paper when I met you.
Really?
Yeah. We've discussed this. Neither of us had it going on very well. I didn't look good on paper. But you smelled great. So you had that going for you.
What did I wear? I used to wear something back then. What did I wear? Lagerfeld, didn't I? Lagerfeld. Remember that?
You did wear a cologne back then, and you did not wear a ton of it.
No, I just wear a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Left me wanting more.
And I used to get the one for you, Beautiful.
Yes.
Remember that one?
I wore Beautiful.
I like that a lot.
So in summary, it said it should feel like, so when you're with the right person, it should feel like your shoulders drop, you can take a deep breath, you're not performing, and you're just being. You can just be completely yourself. Would you say that that's how you feel in this house with me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I can be myself because I'm a pig and just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I still have respect for you though.
I would say, my encouragement in going over this podcast is not really to brag that we're checking all the boxes. It's that we have not always been in this place. So
That's for sure.
I want to encourage people to, whether that's through counseling or just more date nights, more conversation, whatever it takes to get to that place where you can be, fully authentically yourself with your partner.
I
That's
think that the
important.
people, let's just go through the 5 again so that people can make sure they know and that they can talk about it between themselves. I think the couple should talk about these.
Well, it's just the 5 senses. So smell, touch, sight, sound, and feel. That basically all of those things should be, you feel more regulated when you're with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like you shouldn't be more tense, more performative, more any of those things. It's like
Right.
they should feel like home, right?
This is a good time for some of you ladies out there to tell your guys that they stink.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they need to take more showers.
But my other takeaway from this, even as I was watching it, and reading about this and thinking about it, was that I'm so grateful that we've gotten to this place, that we stuck it out through all of the hard times, because I do think that if you've got that, if you've found somebody that you can feel that way about, not to take that for granted.
Yeah, it makes the marriage easier. That's this stuff right here makes the marriage a lot easier, in my opinion.
I just think that's the way marriage should be.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
But can people get to that? Because
Yes.
when no, I know they can, but I'm just saying, I wonder, do all you couples listening out there, do you believe you're there? Are you trying to get there? So then when there's some big problem that comes up, if you've got all these down, you're going to be ahead of the game. They're trying to do things, helping each other.
Yeah.
Right. Don't you agree?
But I also think, where I was going with that was just saying, I think you've got to show your appreciation and never take that for granted, that not everybody has that, right?
No.
And that we don't take each other for granted, not even for a day, and to appreciate the time that you've got with that person.
I totally agree. Good job, Jewel. Let's talk about my man, J.R. Holmesy. J.R. is a great sponsor on this show, J.R. Holmesy and Associates. He is one of the top 10 personal injury lawyers in the state of Oklahoma. And we had a big car accident, as many of you know, and he took care of everything for us. Julie got doctors, made sure you heard her before. She said she's 6 months. They couldn't figure out what's going on. JR was right there figuring everything out, helping. And then, of course, he got us some nice settlements. So it's just a great man, too. It really is. So if you need a lawyer, someone that does, J.R. Holmesy and Associates, 405-524-1011. 405-524-1011. By the way, our fair, actually, I got to say our because you're a huge part of it. The Ultimate Fair is coming up in a few weeks on April 14th. I hope that people will come by. Last year, we had a bunch of people come in and say, hey, I listened to the podcast. Remember couples coming up?
It's our favorite
Julie
thing.
will be there the whole time.
Yes.
It starts at about 11 and it goes all the way until 8 o'clock this time.
Yeah, put it on your calendar. Come see us.
April 14th. It's going to be awesome. And one of the things we're going to have there is a booth with our great people at Rob's Ranch.
Yeah, so Jeremy, that we've talked about forever on here, is actually going to be at the fair.
Right.
So yeah, come by and meet him as well.
We're going to have some special T-shirts that you can buy with a donation to Rob's Ranch.
We don't have to buy, just they're free with a donation.
Right, free with a donation. That's what I meant. Yeah. Free with a donation. And you can give $5, you give $100. But we're helping out Rob's Ranch, and we love Rob's Ranch. They're a great sponsor, and we appreciate them so much. So come on out April 14th. You can meet Jeremy. You can meet Al Eshbeck. You can meet anybody you want. You meet Julie. We're going to be there all day long.
And Jay Pitts. Let's not
That's
forget him.
Jay Pitts will be running around like a crazy man. He's a huge part of it. You're right.
Yes.
3 of us, we knocked this thing out. So I don't do a thing. I put my name in there, but what do I do?
You had the idea.
I walk
And
around
you
and say
talk.
hi to
You
everybody.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I do talk to everybody.
Well, you do the radio show there too.
No, I
So
am.
you'll be
I'll
doing
be
your
there.
show
I will be
live.
there. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you to Rob's Ranch. We love them. It really is
Yeah.
impressive.
So if you know any men that are struggling with addiction, that is definitely the place you need to call. And they're making a difference. They're changing lives.
Changing lives through Christ. That's what's
right.
great about it. All right. Thank you to Jay Pitts. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. Please subscribe.
Then
Tell your friends and your family all about it. Tell anybody. If you're a stranger, walk down there and say, boy, Julie and Jim Traber got a great podcast. Tell them. We'd love for them to join in as well. And thank you to my beautiful wife over here as well. Thank you for everybody to listening. We'll be back next week with the Julie and Jim Traber podcast.